All right, what is up, everybody? This is Michael Miner. I apologize for last night. I know we were supposed to do an AEW Revolution pay-per-view review show, but apparently I was forgot to watch the rest of the pay-per-view. So hold on, let me go ahead and share a video with some of my friends here. Go boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. And what a disgrace last night was with the exploding barbed wire death match between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega. I just thought the ending of it was just ridiculous and stupid. Well, we'll go ahead and talk about more about AEW Revolution. Let me see if I can't find the review. Go to Google. Go to AEW Revolution 2021. All right, I guess. But yeah, it was just really bad night. Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to first start off with Riho and Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker, and was supposed to be Rebel, but apparently she was not medically cleared to compete, which is ridiculous and stupid. So to take over her spot was Maki Ito. Maki Ito from in Japan. I wasn't a big fan of this tag team match. I was waiting for it to be Rebel in part of it, but it ended with the win. The winner of the match was Britt Baker and Maki Ito via pinfall for that match. Then we go into our first main match. Hey, Michael, damn, it's good to see you again. Hey, what's up, Jack Williams? How you doing, good sir? We're doing AEW Revolution. I'm just skimming through this whole pay-per-view. Some of the matches were good. Some were just horrible. We had AEW Tag Team Championship match. The Young Bucks taking on Chris Jericho and MJF. I really thought it was a really good... To me, I thought the tag title match was somewhat decent of a match, but I can't stick around for too long as I am supposed to be asleep, and unfortunately my time is 1 on YouTube. Damn, that was what I hear. Horrible. Yeah, it was a horrible pay-per-view. But your winner of the match was the Young Bucks to retain the AEW World Tag Titles against Chris Jericho and MJF to retain the titles. I thought it was somewhat of a decent match. I guess CBS Sports gives it a B+, which I thought so too. I would give it a B+ too for that match. Then we go into the Casino Royale, the Casino Tag Team Royale. The winner gets a shot at the AEW tag titles. We had Death Triangle. We had about 15 tag teams. It looks like in one of the early highlights of the match, QT Marshall got into an argument with Dustin Rhodes when Rhodes took issue with Marshall eliminating the Gun Club. That's what it is. It's every tag team for themselves, QT Marshall, but it was just a disgrace and pathetic of what QT Marshall did, eliminating himself. But your winner of that match is Death Triangle of Pac and Ray Phoenix. I went 2-1 with that. I wanted to see. I was right. I was right. It was Bear Country was that weird big tag team that joined AEW. Hold on just a sec. Sorry, I had to boot the cat out. Yeah, 15 tag teams. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I thought so too. It was really, really dumb to see that. But winners of that match is Death Triangle versus Ray Phoenix and Pac. The AEW Women's Championship was just lackluster. After the match, Nyla Rose, Britt Baker, and Maki Ito ran in and attacked Shida. I really think if it was me, I think Britt Baker needs to take that women's title away from Shida. Granted, she's longest reigning champion, but I think they need to take that title off of her and give it to Britt Baker. And then you'll have good matches with Thunder Rosa. She will have some good matches with Nyla Rose. I just don't think Shida should have that title in that. We get Miro and Kip Sabian versus Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. Winner of that match was Miro and Kip Sabian beating up Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor via submission. They gave it a grade C, which I thought was understandable. Then we go into our next match, Hangman Adam Page versus Big Money Matt Hardy in a big money match. But the winners just who were going to get their earnings. Winner of that match was Hangman Adam Page pinned via pinfall to win Hardy's first quarter earnings. I wasn't a really big on that. That was a B minus. All right, then we get in the Face of the Revolution ladder match. We found out who the sixth opponent was. We had Cody Rhodes, Penta El Zero Mero, Scorpio Sky, Lance Archer, Max Caster, and a debut of Ethan Page. Ethan All Ego Page. Page was revealed as the mystery opponent, a former year plus tag champion in Impact Wrestling and a standout performer for Evolve, where he had a wild feud with Darby Allin. We pretty much had what did we really have? We had pretty much Sonic the Hedgehog match because the brass ring looked like, you know, those rings that Sonic collects in the video game. And I think it was Sonic the Hedgehog 2 video game, they had the big circle kind of deal, the brass ring. They need to step away from WWE mocking crap. It's just, I love AEW. I will do AEW daily to the day I'm dead, but they just need to get rid of that mocking stuff of WWE. The brass ring, remember when Vince always says he always got to grab the brass ring? They should have at least had a contract. Whoa, did I hear that correctly? Sonic the Hedgehog? Yep. It was. The ring looked like, if I can find a picture of it. Hold on, let me see here. Let me see. Scorpio Sky wins Face of the Revolution match. I mean, look at it. It looks like a freaking Sonic the Hedgehog ring. And it's like, oh, look, I'm playing a video game. I won the big ring. Now I can go visit Sonic. But it just, no, that thing looked like a freaking, looked like Sonic the Hedgehog ring from that. But your winner of that match was Scorpio Sky. I mean, Cody Rhodes needs to leave AEW for a while and focus more on his wife and his child. But they gave that a B. He grabs the brass ring and wins that. I know what you're talking about. Damn, that's just wrong, if I can be perfectly honest. Yeah, I think so too. Then we get the mystery Hall of Famer, and it was Christian Cage. Now, that is just no. Here's the simple fact why I think Christian should have never came to AEW. It's because he was at the Royal Rumble last month, not even 2 months ago, and then he jumped ship to AEW. Now, if they were brought a Hall of Famer, let's see what other Hall of Famers would be in their prime right now that could have competed. You could have had, well, I know a lot of people saying CM Punk should came, but that was just, I was laughing at that bullshit that everybody said, oh, CM Punk's coming to AEW. I know, the Brock Lesnar's coming to AEW. You guys are just marks. Seriously. It's good to see Christian Cage, but I'm starting to think it's the Roman Reigns of AEW. He's got that one, what was it? Some T-shirt that he had. Outwork everyone. Don't that remind you of when everything that shirt that Roman Reigns wears? Don't that look like a little bit of a ripoff? Outwork everyone. He means, well, who's he working? Who's he going to work out with? I just don't think Christian Cage should have came to AEW. Should have went to Impact. Christian should have went home. Yes, I know. Travis. Travis Neal, ladies and gentlemen, WWE Slam Zone. I wish I could have him on, but he's been having teeth issues, so he's taking care of that. But yeah, I really think Christian should have just went to Impact Wrestling. There would have been a big surprise and that kind of stuff. But now with him in AEW, what are they going to do with him? That's going to be the main reason. What are they going to do with Christian Cage? Now we go into what I think if they were talking about the top 5, this match was only top 1. The Darby Allin and Sting versus Brian Cage and Ricky Starks. Which, if it was me, I think they should have had no commentary because it would give a feel of the match, the cinematic kind of deal like they do with when they did WWE with WrestleMania 36 last year with the Boneyard match. Then they had the John Cena versus the Fiend and the Firefly Funhouse. They should have just not said anything until after the match was over, and then they cut to them and say, get Taz's response of what he thought of that. But I thought it was a really decent match. I mean, they went everywhere. They did I think Darby Allin's entrance should have been cut short. Because him skating down the whole city of Jacksonville just to get to this big abandoned building kind of deal. The one spot I liked about the street fight was Darby Allin flying and doing an elbow right onto Brian Cage. That was just awesome. To see that part. I love the face mask, the paint that Sting had. He had half of his paint, and I think he did half of Darby. I think Darby did one half, and Sting did the other, and I bet Sting did his end, and Darby did his own. But I agree, he should have not signed. Yeah, I think so too. I just really think Christian Cage should have just went somewhere. But Sting and Darby Allin with the win. I thought it was a really good match. Now we're going to see what they're going to do with Sting. If it was me, I think they're going to do Sting versus Darby sometime, maybe a double or nothing for the TNT title kind of deal. But we'll just have to see because we already know that Darby Allin will defend the TNT title this Wednesday against Scorpio Sky. Now we get into what I call, if you saw the hashtag explosion barbed wire disgrace. No, a lot of people are going to get, I'm going to get a lot of bad comments. I'm going to get a lot of things about, oh, it was shit. No, I don't care if it was a botch. I don't care if it was anything like that. The only thing that I had a disgrace about was the ending. The ending of the explosion barbed wire match part. The all we got was sparkles and a like what? I bet Onita is back at home in Japan, sitting there like, I fucking caramba, these idiots are so stupid. That is not how you do an explosive death match. That's one reason why I really think when Onita came to America and he did that match with Matt Tremont, he was I felt bad for him to coming to America and doing that barbed wire death match, explosion barbed wire death match with Matt Tremont, the match that I saw. I really thought this match was somewhat of a disgrace, but it was really good. They did all the explosion spots. They did everything. They were all busted open. They should have just, like what Joe said last night on his review, they should have just got rid of the explosion, and they should have done like, I don't know, they could have done like a no rope barbed wire match. They could have done like a little bit like Tangled Web back in CCW, but different. They could have, they could have just had the ring with the barbed wire wrapped around it. No explosions, none of that crap. Yeah, there should have come out something different than doing a stupid explosion kind of thing. Yeah, I think they should have just we go to this comment. Yeah, I think so too. I think they should have done something different. They should have just left it as a barbed wire rope match. They should have had all three parts of the ropes full of barbed wire. They could have done. They could have had. But the big thing is, where was the contraption? They built a contraption for Omega to end his career. Where was that? That was nowhere to be seen. He just put 2x4s and some barbed wire, and that was it. And guess what happened to it? Where happened to that part? It was gone. The so-called chamber, the death chamber for Moxley. Now, that right there would have been perfectly if they would have done it where after the match is over, the match is done, Kenny handcuffs John Moxley. They get this big, I don't know, like a coffin kind of feel. And they, just before the siren, the thing starts going, they bring it into the ring. It's wrapped in barbed wire. They had it where they opened this kind of like a coffin, threw Moxley in there, had him knocked out, lock it up, and have it in the middle of the ring. Then they have Eddie come out and say, "Come on, guys, I need a crowbar. I need something. I got to get him out of here. I got to get him out of here." And then he just folds over the coffin, and it just a big bang kind of deal. Then he falls back, and it just stuff like that. That's what I wanted to see happen, because they kept saying about some death chamber that they were going to bring into the match, but there was nowhere about it. So your winner of that match was Kenny Omega with the win. After the match was it was just pathetic. I thought it was garbage. We had what? I'm hoping that we will see again. Thank you, Jack Williams. I'm just about to get off here in a sec, but that's it for AEW Revolution pay-per-view. I can't wait to see what's coming up for Double or Nothing, what matches they're going to get scheduled for Double or Nothing. It was just a disgrace to me. All right, thanks, Jack Williams. But that's it for AEW Revolution. I just thought I'm going to give the show a 5 out of 10. Between 5.5 out of 6, 5.5 or 6 out of 10. The explosion barbed wire death match was a disgrace. I bet even Onita's right now on FMW just watching this match like this. Yeah, see, yeah, they should have a barbed wire triple cage match. That right there. Thank you, Inbox Network. Yes. Oh, which I know who this is. This is Mitchell Mayetti. Yeah, I think so too. I think they should just had a barbed wire triple cage match. That would have been a lot of perfect, but I don't know because I think it's pretty big, but they could have done it out in the middle of the field, the football field. Now that would have been, this is what I thought should have happened. They should have done the barbed wire explosion match out in the field. They should have done it on the football field where it's open, there's nobody around. You can have the fans sitting up in the rafters watching, maybe like a monitor watching the match. I don't think it should have happened at Daly's Place. I think it should have they should have done it in a different location kind of deal. But anyways, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick, some updates. AEW Slam Zone Daily is now going to be on here on YouTube. TCW Monday Night Chaos, the very first episode, will be debuting next week. I have it recorded, but right now I'm recording some more episodes this weekend. I'm going to record the week. The 2 episodes on the week before the pay-per-view, and I'm going to record the pay-per-view, and I'm going to go from doing that. So that is about it for AEW Daily. We will see you guys this Saturday for AEW Dynamite Daily, the aftermath fallout from Revolution. So I cannot wait to see what we got planned for that show coming up very soon. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. TCW Monday Night Chaos will be having its own channel. I'm going to give it its own network kind of deal. So we're going to call it the TCW Network, so on and so forth. So thank you guys so much for watching. Guys, follow me on YouTube right here on AEW Slam Zone 32. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/AEW Slam Zone 32. And follow me on Instagram at MichaelChamp26 on Instagram. Sorry, I had an invasion from one of my kitties. Telling Daddy time to get off. So deuces, guys, and we'll see you guys this Saturday. Deuce.